We have our team to break down everything you need to know about the forecast and the roads. We have NBC News' Adrian Broadus at Chicago's O'Hare Airport. NBC News correspondent Marissa Peer is on the road in East Point, Georgia. NBC News meteorologist Michelle Grossman is also here. So, Adrian, we want to start with you. American lifted that ground stop, but what are you seeing?
Hey there, Yamiche. We are seeing the ripple effect of that ground stop that lasted about an hour earlier this morning. American Airlines calling it a technical issue, releasing this statement, which I want to read to you, which says, in part, a vendor technology issue briefly affected flights this morning. We sincerely apologize to our customers for the inconvenience. It's all hands on deck as our team is working diligently to get customers where they need to go as quickly as possible. Now, that technology issue impacted systems needed to release flights. And again, that ground stop lasted about an hour. And for customers still traveling right now, they are seeing the residual effects. For example, delays were already piling up. And right now, the board we were just looking at is some delays lasting up to 2 hours for those American flights out of O'Hare. A bit of a silver lining for American. They say their busiest travel day during this holiday rush was yesterday, where they saw more than 6,400 flights. Today, they're expected to see about 3,900 flights, but still a bit of a concern for travelers traveling on Christmas Eve, trying to get to their final destination ahead of the Christmas holiday or the start of Hanukkah.
And even though this ground stop has lifted, Adrian, I mean, when I heard it, I thought, what if you have a connection and you're trying to get somewhere and miss that small window? What are you hearing about connections?
You know, that is the tricky part. American is telling passengers to check their apps. Some people may have been here in Chicago with a connecting flight to perhaps Arizona, Phoenix. We know some flights going there are delayed. They were supposed to take off around 8 this morning. They're not scheduled to leave until a little after 11 Central Standard Time. It's only 9 o'clock here right now. So the connecting flights could be tricky, even for those passengers who had flights delayed a little later in the day. But that is something we will certainly keep our eye on. The good news is, you know, AAA estimates nearly 119 million people expected to travel. By now, a majority of the folks have gotten to their destination, but it's still no fun for these last-minute travelers today, Yamiche.
Yeah, we're hoping that people get to where they're supposed to be going. Marissa, driving in even to D.C. here, there was some ice on the road, so there's definitely icy roads around the country and also some crowded roads. What are you seeing on the highways?
Hey, Yamiche, so I got some good news and bad news for you right now. The good news is in places like where I am in Atlanta, we are seeing what AAA had said we would see, which is minimal traffic. This behind me, I mean, I have spent about a year coming to Atlanta on and off, and I'll tell you, this is actually the clearest I have seen the highways and the interstates. It can get pretty bad with traffic. The good news is AAA had said that if you're going to hit the roads today and tomorrow are the days to do it, which makes sense because Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Hanukkah, there's not a lot of people that are really taking to the roads. Hopefully they've already gotten to where they need to be. Atlanta right now, it is sunny and beautiful, but you're seeing some images of places where it's not. And that's the bad news, is that in the Northeast, you have a lot of snow, a lot of ice, making for a lot of congestion and a dicey situation. So if you are in that part of the country and you are not where you're hoping to be tonight, please take it easy, take it slow, because we know that it is, of course, not just causing backups, but causing some dangerous situations. So please be safe as you are on your way. And we know that the worst day to travel is behind us. AAA projected that to be Sunday, December 22nd, which is already in the past. They do expect the traffic to gradually pick back up starting on Thursday, though, Yamiche. They say between 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. the worst hours to travel. So if you have to travel, perhaps travel outside of those hours if you're trying to dodge traffic. Yamiche.
Well, certainly be safe is a good message to have there. Michelle, we saw those images of the snow. How much of the country here might have a white Christmas tomorrow?
You know, some are going to have that white Christmas. We're seeing that snow falling, as you mentioned, in D.C. It's a quick-moving system. So the Northeast is a little bit dicey this morning. It's slick in spots with a fast-moving system. Not a whole lot of moisture, but still enough to cause some problems. And then in the west, we're looking at some snow as well, mountain snow, some lower elevation rain. That's going to bring some heavy rain in spots. The west has seen system after system, and we're going to see that over the next several days. Also looking at some rain in the south central states. Some could be heavy at times. So the overall picture on radar is showing us that. So for the rest of the day, we're going to see that slick morning travel in the Northeast. That will calm down in just a bit. We're going to see that move out, but it's going to stick around a little bit longer in portions of New England. We're going to see accumulating snow in Maine, some showers in the Carolinas as well. Not a whole lot, but still enough to slow us down on the roadways. And then showers and storms throughout the south central states. Those storms could bring some pretty gusty winds gusting up to 60 miles per hour. Could bring some hail as well. The tornado threat is low. That's good news, but it's not zero, so we need to watch out for that, especially in the afternoon hours with that daytime warming. And then the west, we're looking at heavy rain, some snow from Washington to Oregon down to California. So a big area in the west could see some wet weather. How will this affect the airways? Well, we're looking at more trouble in terms of weather compared to yesterday. We're looking at likely delays in Seattle, San Francisco, also likely possible delays in Southern California and LA, also in Dallas, New York and Boston. We never want to see this. These are major hubs where we could see some slowdowns as well. And then the roadways, you mentioned in DC, it's a little dicey. It's icy in some spots. It's a glaze of ice in some spots in the Northeast. That really makes it difficult to travel. So we're going to watch for that in the Northeast, also watching for that snow and rain in the west and also in the south. Otherwise, the southwest looking good. The southeast, for the most part, with the exception of the Carolinas, looking nice and dry as well. The northern plains, the Ohio Valley looking good. What does that mean for Christmas? Well, we're going to clear it out nicely in New England, the Northeast, and Mid-Atlantic, so it will be clear, but it's going to be crisp. So hopefully you get some layers for Christmas because we are looking at temperatures right around freezing, 34 degrees in Philadelphia, just in the 40s. But notice in the south central states, we're going to keep that rain in place for Christmas Day. Back to you.
Well, I am still looking at that 78 in Florida, but I'm not in Florida anymore. I also want to ask you, though, what's the rest of the week look like?
So we are looking at Christmas looking A-OK in many, many spots, which is good news. That's going to be, I know some people are traveling also on Christmas. Staying wet, though, in the west. That's going to be a big story over the next several days. We are looking at heavy rain. It's an atmospheric river. We've heard a lot about this. So it's like system after system. This has been weeks of that, and we're going to see that still. So we're going to see winds in the mountains. We're going to see heavy mountain snow. Could see up to 24 inches in some spots. And then again, we're looking at that snow as we head out this morning in portions of the Northeast. 14 million people impacted by winter alerts, winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings. You see the white and the pink. That's where we're looking at those advisories. So do be careful, but we'll clear it out tomorrow, and then it's going to be nice as we head throughout the later part of this week. Now, we're really focused on this afternoon. We're looking at severe threat. That's where we're looking for Tyler, Bryan, Houston, Port Arthur, places like that where could see some gusty storms. We could see some really heavy downpours. That's going to lead to the chance for flooding. So we're looking at the rainfall forecast. The dark colors, that's what you want to focus on. That's where we're expecting the highest amounts of rain. If you look at that legend at the top, we could see 2, 3, 4 inches of rain. And also, I mentioned there's really gusty winds and the chance for hail. So be careful as you head out later on today. Back to you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for breaking all that down, Adrienne, Michelle, Marissa.